All right, all right, all right. Here we are. Here we are. I hope everybody is having an amazing, amazing evening. We are live on multiple platforms. Trying to make sure y'all can hear me. Because the last time, because last time y'all couldn't hear me. I had to contact support and everything to try and get everything down together. All right. So today we are going to talk about the Beyonce algorithm. And we're going to talk about creating these videos. And I'm going to turn this on low because it is hot. I'm in the South. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and go on Instagram so everybody can get this together at one time. You know, they don't allow you to put a tool in there and put it together. So we're going to go live on Instagram. They can't see what you're saying, but you're going to see everything. Yeah. All right. So, Beyonce algorithm tutorial. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for coming to this live. Thank you to YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Hello, everybody. I am Cortesia Oxford, the branding architect, and I love everything about branding. More specifically, I love helping people create organic things that allows them. Hello, enormous beauty. Hello, Instagram. How are you? I love helping people create presences online that help them interact with their audience organically. So to my audience on YouTube and Facebook, I'm showing you my Instagram profile because we're going to go through and break down the Beyonce algorithm. Now, has anybody heard Beyonce's new song? If you have not heard, we're going to get right into it. Oh, and I'm recording on the Melon app on YouTube. We're recording on the Melon app, okay? So it allows me to stream everywhere. If you have not heard Beyonce's algorithm, hello, and Beyonce's new song, you literally are sleeping under a rock, my dear. And when I say you're sleeping under a rock, I literally mean you have to be sleeping under a rock. I came across this because everybody always talks about, Instagram's algorithm, what Instagram has going on and things like that. Well, with this new song coming out, at first people didn't understand what exactly Beyonce was doing. They didn't understand the song, they didn't understand what she was doing, but her putting it out has literally created the ability for millions of people to use the sound. So I'm going to go in and show you exactly what I'm talking about. There is, where is it at? Is this it? Nope. Y'all give me a second, girl. All these screenshots that I have. It's ridiculous. So here's one of them. What in the world just happened? Okay, Instagram shut down. Instagram don't want me to be great. Okay, so I don't know what happened on Instagram, but I'm telling you that it shut down. So I created this video that you see on live with the Break My Soul song, right? And when I used the Break My Soul song and I was using it as a part of, what is going on? I was using the Break My Soul song, and I've actually used it on 2 different profiles, and I'm going to show you both of those profiles. Okay, it's clear Instagram is not messing with me right now. So I was able to do it on 2 profiles. Now, I'm sorry, y'all. It may seem crazy what I'm trying to do, but I am trying to make it happen. This is live, so whatever happens on here, it happens. Like, it happens. Uh, Look at me. Okay. All right. So Instagram, as you come in, I will not be sharing anything on the screen. For some reason, they are having complete and total issues, and Instagram is not dealing with me. I will welcome you as you come in. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I apologize for any issues. What was going on is Instagram, literally, as I was trying to show y'all something, it wasn't allowed to happen. So I want to welcome y'all to my talk about the Beyonce algorithm. All right. I know the people on YouTube and everything have been hearing this, me going through this for a minute. So the Beyonce algorithm, this this is about creating content, unique content that goes above any and every algorithm that you may think that is holding you back. Now, I will say this as a business owner and as somebody who creates content on a consistent basis, it can be very frustrating when you post something and you get 0 views, you get 0 likes, you don't have anybody viewing it. The Instagram is telling you they're prioritizing reels, but it seems like they're not prioritizing yours. If you look at my reel where I have uh if you look at the content sorority page, I have a reel on there that I use the Beyonce song Break My Soul. Who has heard of the Break My Soul song? Who hasn't heard of the song? If you have not heard of the Break My Soul song, you have been living under a rock. All right? The Break My Soul song is extremely popular. I was able to crack on the content sorority page 239 likes and almost 25,000 views. On my other page, I was able to go through and get 186. Girl, you hilarious. Enormous underscore beauty one, you are hilarious. On my other page, I was able to get 186 likes and almost 23,000 views off of the Break My Soul song. This is to let you know Beyonce has her own algorithm that goes above anything else that could go on. My reels after that point, though, have literally been bleak, very, very bleak. I'm just going to be honest, very bleak on both pages. And I'm just going to be 100% honest. On the content sorority page, I went from, okay, this one, it got up to 35,000. On the content sorority page, the Beyonce reel got up to 35.7 thousand, okay? Yeah, it blew up. Her song is amazing. Everybody loves it. So now today I got 35,000 on that one thing, right? That one video by itself on my content sorority page. On the branding architect page, which we're on right now, I got almost 30. They're like running neck and neck. All right. It's 2 different types of content that I'm using, and I'm trying to see what works, and I'm testing out things because I want to build up the content sorority to be something that helps Black women be able to go in and create content. How is it beneficial when you get this many views on something? Okay. If you are getting tons of views and this Break My Soul is blowing up, take the time out right now to optimize your link in bio to be something that you can sell quickly or build your email list. Okay? You want to make sure you take advantage of that as much as possible. Even if you didn't put a good call to action in there, people might visit your page. It doesn't matter. Either build your list or sell something. Just have something there. If you're on this live and you have not used Break My Soul yet, go and use Break My Soul in audio, because when I tell you, I thought I was stagnant for a minute. Break My Soul, you can put it on anything and it literally blows up. Okay. This is the Beyonce algorithm. Now, Instagram has its own algorithm and way of doing things that Beyonce has completely went over. I was listening to Isaac Hayes' son. Isaac Hayes' son owns this app called Fanbase. Fanbase is working hard to be like a different form of Instagram that pays creators more. Okay. So when he talked, he said, why would Instagram and Facebook organically give all of your content to to their audience that people are paying for? Okay. There are people that are out here getting hundreds and thousands of views organically, right? There are people that are doing that because it's cute, people are following them, they have millions of followers. But why would me and you, why would they allow us to see millions of followers? It's 7 billion people on Instagram. Why would they give us access to all 7 billion when they are having people that are paying them hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad revenue in order to reach that 7 billion people that they want to reach? I want you to really think about that. So when you're out here, hello, when you're out here and you're like, okay, I am trying to reach hundreds and thousands of people and I want more people on my offer, I want more people on my pages. Well, you have to create your own algorithm, and your algorithm has to be focused on visibility, right? When Beyonce went and built out all of this, we've known Beyonce from the beginning to the end. I don't know her from birth, but we know a lot about her and how she's been, how she's shown up, how she has a tribe. People even named church after her. They got a church of Beyonce, y'all. They had a church of Beyonce. So she had to curate content. She had to curate conversations. She had to curate a whole being around her to get people to be as loyal and into her as they are. Okay. You have to be willing to do that. So, as a part of creating your own algorithm, which I'm going to call the Beyonce algorithm, you have to make sure that you get out of your head that this algorithm is stopping you, because the Instagram algorithm, the Facebook algorithm, the TikTok algorithm, all these algorithms are blocking you. It doesn't matter what they have going on. You still have to show up. You still have to show up, and you have to perform at your best when you are showing up. When Beyonce goes into, and I'm not even like a real huge Beyonce fan, but I respect the work. I respect the team. I respect the PR agents. Sis has been out here grinding. Okay. So me being who I am, I'm very transparent, knowing that I got 29,000 views on a video that used the Beyonce sound. And then the video before that only got 811 views, right? The video after, 346. Instagram said, let me humble you real quick. Okay. What you got with Beyonce is not going to be the same thing, right? You got 29,000 plays on that one video. Okay. That's cool. But let me humble you back down to what you have. So on average, what happens is out of all of the followers that you have, hello, renew your skincare. That's my son's ice cream skincare. He calls it ice cream. So on average, 3% of your followers are normally who are going to engage with you. 3% of the people that follow you are normally people that are going to engage with you, talk with you, deal with you, be with you, be around you, like your stuff or whatever. So we're gonna do some math. Right now, I have 3,609 people that follow me. And if you know your followers, you can do this math with me. So you can see what I'm talking about. So you may be like, oh, nobody's liking my stuff, or nobody's bothering my stuff, or nobody's talking to me. But is that the 3% of your audience that you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, you can't go out and say nobody's communicating with me and you got 500 followers. What's 3% of 500? Right? So we got 3,649. No, I don't need a tutorial. 3,649 times 3. The iPad does not have like a regular percent sign. Okay. Equals. So 109 people, 109.47 people are supposed to be my active buyers and people that actually watch my stuff and participate. I would, if I didn't know that fact, the 29,000 jumping down to 346 people viewing my stuff, it might scare me, but it's not. It's not scary because only 109 of my 3,000 are actually going to buy from me. Unless I'm sorry, 3% is my active people that want to buy from me, that want to work with me, that want to spend money with me. Then you have another percentage that are like your warm leads. They looking at your stuff. And then you have people who are completely cold that are just there taking up space. And then you have those people that are just spam. Okay. So with the 3%, 97% of your audience is people that you have to work on getting content to in order to make them want to buy from you. All right. So shout out your numbers. Shout out your numbers. I have 109 people. How many do y'all have that are actually ready to buy from y'all? Don't be afraid to say your numbers. We're working on our Beyonce algorithm, creating original content. Okay. So, and then from that, you have to say, what is my financial goal for the month? So it's 109 people that can buy from me, right? If my goal for making money is 5,000, I say, $5,000, right? $5,000. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My actual financial goal is like 10 because that'll give me a lot of gateway. Come on, Charlotte. 10000 times. Oh no, we don't want to times. We want to divide by 109. That means each customer that I would have. Hello. Welcome. We're going over the Beyonce algorithm. If you know how many followers you have, multiply that by 3% and drop your numbers in the chat. Okay? Drop your numbers in the chat. That is the number of active people that you have that are ready to buy from you. So I said that I want to make $10,000. I have 109 people that are ready to buy from me. I need to have a product that is a minimum of $92 that will allow people to buy from me in order to reach my goal for those 109 people. Okay? So you can decide on what your product's going to look like. If you are a product-based business and you have something that's saying it's low, like it's you have a very low number for a product-based business, you're going to want to start packaging up your stuff and making it into bundles so people can buy. You're going to have to increase your outreach. You're going to have to get off of your page and go to other pages and start engaging with other people. So let's get more into it. Okay, you got 57. Maya Lush has 57. Is that 57 people that are ready to buy from you, or that's the minimum you need to charge? Let me know. So when you are going through and you have your percentage and you know how much you need to make a month, that's the people. So how much do you want to make a month? If you want to come on live, you can, but it's totally up to you. Okay, cool. That's the 3%. So how much do you want to make a month? So if you said out of your mouth, I want to make $10,000 a month, and we divide that by 57 people, you need to have an average cart of $175. Okay, I'm gonna go to your page, Mia Lush, and we're gonna see what you sell. Let's get into it. We about to get into it. Mia Lush. Here we go. You're in Atlanta Spa Clinic, girl. Please. I would. It's about to be July, and teachers are about to go back to school. I will run a whole teacher special and have the coupons for $175 to get them in there so that they can come and get theirs. Okay. Hello, hello. How are you and welcome? Okay, so Mia, I would create with July coming and it's back to school coming. I would run a special for teachers. And running a special for teachers is going to let them know, first of all, you care enough with all the stuff that they're going through, and that you want to help them. You want to help them relax and be prepared. Also in your content, because we're in reference to the Beyonce algorithm, your content has to catch their eye. It has to be informative. It has to be fun. It has to solve their problems. So this song that came out by Beyonce, it literally came out because people were I know y'all heard her woke music where she was talking about, you know, how how she's woke. I love my black daughter, my black husband, big lips, hot sauce in my bag, all the other stuff. So her people literally said that they wanted her to go through and make some more dance music, make dance music. So Beyonce, yes, post right. So Beyonce and I'll go into something real quick about the editing of videos. Remind me. Okay, so Beyonce went through because she listened to her audience and has been able to create this song that is paralyzing people. People are confused. Drake and Beyonce are confusing the entire industry because people are like, "What? Where did this come from? We was used to hearing drums, beating, and oh, we finna twerk. I ain't seen nobody twerk to this song. They've been actually doing dance moves. You know what I'm saying? Actually going in and doing that. So the thing I will tell you, number one, about creating your Beyonce algorithm is you need to listen to the people. Listen to the people. Now, if nobody's talking to you, you may sit here and say, how am I supposed to listen to them? How am I supposed to talk to them? Well, you listen to them and you talk to them by researching people who have similar audiences as you. So if you are a spa and clinic and you help people with spas, go look at other spas in Atlanta and what they're actually doing. What are they doing? What does their content look like? Now, I will say this, sometimes it is very paralyzing when you're looking at other people and what they do and how they show up. Me being a creative director and going out here and looking at stuff, sometimes it bothers me so much because I'm like, I gotta do all of this. I see girls with wigs on. Hello, 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 hello. I see girls with wigs on. I see girls with this pretty natural hair, and I got Miss Silly braids. And I'm not picking myself apart, but sometimes it can be paralyzing when you focus on somebody else's algorithm rather than focusing on your own algorithm. Focusing on building your own algorithm, focus on connecting with your audience, focus on making it possible for you to be great. That's what I'm talking about with the Beyonce algorithm. Okay. The Beyonce algorithm first starts by listening and knowing your audience completely. You need to know your audience all the way through without a doubt, no questions, no nothing. You need to be able to say, okay, these are my people. These are my people. My people are here. And this is something that I did where I was able to get some followers. So if you see a large spa, and this is for you, Mia, if you see a large spa in Atlanta, a lot of times they don't have the ability to go through and connect and answer everybody's questions. And because they don't have the ability to answer everybody's questions or create content directed towards those people, they leave comments unanswered. So going over to these pages and you see stuff like that, you can go over there and comment and start creating a relationship with people who need answers about certain skin problems, certain skin issues, certain things that are hurting them. Why would I come to you as a spa or a clinic? What do I need from you? What can you provide for me that I can't buy at Dollar Tree? What do you provide for me that I can't buy at another spa? You know what I'm saying? What do you provide that creates an experience? So, part two about the Beyonce algorithm is you have to create an experience. You have to walk people through what this is like. When you go to a Beyonce concert, she got pictures and videos that she's been storing in her phone, talking about B-Day, experiencing time with Jay-Z, experiencing babies. Let me know what the experience is like coming to a spa with you. Okay, let me know what it feels like. You can do that through client testimonials in the video format. If you look on my page, I actually have a client testimonial from Jessica Raquel, where it's actually talking about what the brand Bible does. And you want to get specific and accurate testimonials that you can put on there. I make sure I put that on there in a reel because I know it's going to get maximum visibility as much as they'll allow me to, right? But I'm still above the cut. I just told y'all earlier that 3% of my audience is 109 people. 3% of my audience is 109 people. On my reel about the Brand Bible workbook, where I tagged my product in there, I had 165 people look at that content. I'm above my 109 people. Okay? I'm above my 109 people. Now, today is Wednesday. I posted this yesterday. Most people get paid on Friday. I've had 102 add to carts. So we're waiting on all of that to come through. You have to make sure that when you're creating and curating this experience and content that you actually are not creating it based on what you like, but you're creating it based on what people actually want. I told you earlier that people messaged Beyonce and was like, hey, we like the wokeness, but can we get something dancing? Let me tell you something. I'm about to pull up the lyrics to Beyonce's song. Now it's an amazing song. Amazing song. But when you listen to the lyrics, you just like somebody to say it out loud. You just like, hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in. We're talking about the Beyonce algorithm, having you go through and create unique and original content. So we've already went over the fact that we're not paying attention to the algorithm of these platforms. We're focusing on the algorithm that we create. The same way Beyonce creates a unique platform, you can create a unique platform too. Okay? Okay, so getting into these lyrics. Now it says, I'm about to explode. Take off this load. Spin it, bust it open. Won't you make it go? Come on. Yaka, 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 yaka. Somebody actually typed all this stuff out, right? These are actual lyrics in the song. But she has created her own algorithm, her own lyrics, her own mode. Everybody else was doing this, and she went and got something that's like this. You have to create your own way. And I don't want you to get I don't want you to feel down because you're just like, oh my God, this person is doing this. I have to do exactly this. No, you have to create your own way. All right. You have to create your own way. You have to create your own way, but you also want to make sure when you're creating your own way that you are doing these key things. When you're doing your reels and you're doing your content, you always want to make sure you're number one, you're clear and concise and using the words that your people use. Right? The lyric in the one of the lyrics in the song says, where we at? It says, I fell in love and I quit my job. Okay. Right now, based on the time where we're at, it's called the Great Resignation, where tons of people are quitting their jobs. She's paid attention to a lot of her audience, them probably quit their job. She knows her audience that well. So she's able to use those lyrics and the words that her people are actually using. If you're saying, like when I'm talking about branding, I'm talking about, branding, videos, creative direction. People may not understand the jargon of what I do. They may not understand everything that I do. They might not understand the most technical things about website design. But I'm going to use the words that people use when I'm talking to them about things. When I put Beyonce algorithm in here, everybody was like, "Oh, Beyonce, let me join. Let me see what's going on," right? They knew Beyonce. They knew the word algorithm. They know that they don't like algorithms, right? Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. They really don't like algorithms, so they want to know how they can go through and turn around how the algorithm is showing up for them, right? You want to change how it's showing up for you. And to know that it's something that Beyonce is doing, of course, everybody is on it. So make sure you're using the language that your people use when you're creating content. You're not just out here when you're doing reels and doing things like that, having a bunch of paragraphs on there that nobody has time to read. It needs to be visually interesting. And my audience that's on YouTube, I'm going to go through and show y'all how to create this on in Vista Create and Canva, but we're going through the first part first. All right. You got to make sure it's visually interesting. You have to make sure your color psychology is on point. You have to make sure you have colors that catch people's attention and that will stop them from moving forward. Okay. Visually interesting. Number two, after you're using the language that they're using, you want to make sure that visually you're showing people that I'm an authority in these things. So you want to show people videos, you want to show people pictures, you want to show client testimonials, you want to have lots of social proof. If there is anything that I do know is that people want to get to know you through other people. Okay, they want the opportunity to be able to say, okay, I know this person, I know what this person does, I know what this person is about, I know how this person shows up, because they had a great experience with them, right? Now, after you go through all of that and you got your client testimonials, you need to write down your process. How are people going to get in touch with you with this whole process. How do you want people to buy from you? Like I told you earlier, if you are a person right now that has not used the Beyonce algorithm and you're getting ready to use that Break My Soul song, you need to go through and make sure your website is defined to one single offer or one single package where they can't go anywhere else. Don't have them just scroll your website and try and say, oh, you can pick whatever you want. No, I want to sell this thing. Remember the math that we said. 3% of your followers are your actual active followers. And if they're your actual active followers that are ready to buy from you. And if they're ready to buy from you, all they're waiting for is a specific deal that will make it work. Now, on your product description pages, you will need to make sure that you are enticing enough on those pages that you're descriptive, you answer all their questions so that they don't have to go to any other page to find out anything. If you have multiple colors, if you have directions on how they should be, if it's a course, it's a class, answer all their questions on that one product page and give these people one offer, because you're going to put a call to action on this Beyonce video that is going to send them to that offer. If you have a Shopify page, a Shopify website, you can send people directly to the link below to go and purchase, right? I love Shopify. Now, these other sites are a little bit more difficult when it comes to that, from my opinion, but Shopify does it very easily. Your products be right there. People can buy, call it a day. But if you, I know, Mia Lush said she was going to go through and do it later, but I'm telling you, before it, don't spend all your energy on creating this amazing video and then you don't have anywhere for these people to go. If you don't have anywhere for these people to go, you're just getting a bunch of people looking at a page for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Like, why? Why am I here? What benefit is it for me to be here? You know what I'm saying? If you got 35,000 people that are looking at your stuff, you know what percentage of that is going to help you out in the end. So if I look at my overall statistics of my page right now, for the branding architect, I have reached 47.3 thousand accounts in the last 30 days, which has increased it by 724%. You have to know your numbers. You have to know how you're statistically showing up. I'm getting all of these views because I'm testing out content. I'm not worried about those people right now because I know it's possible to reach that. I know it's possible to reach that. I know that Instagram was like, what's going on? Why is it that these smaller accounts are able to reach so many people? It's because of Beyonce. If you listen to one Beyonce song, then you're gonna hear something else. So that is the reason why when you're creating these videos with these similar sounds and similar content, it don't have to be exactly the same. It can be uniquely yours. You can put your own spin on it, but people start watching the same video over and over again. Okay, with the same sound. Like I know y'all have heard that before. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna run through this. So when you create original content, again, you must know your customer. Hello, and welcome. You must know your customer thoroughly, okay? You must study the trends. And when you study the trends, you're just looking at things that are popular right now and how you can creatively put your spin on it. Beyonce does that all the time, y'all. She does it all the time where she literally shows up and she's like, oh, well, let me just do something different. When she went and did Coachella, she did Coachella in a way that nobody else thought that Coachella should be done. They was like, it should be called Beachella. Now we call it Beachella. Black people do anyway. All right. So you want to study the trends and what's going on and see how you can make them different to fit your audience, to fit what makes you comfortable, and to answer their questions and give value. You want to be consistent. Oh my God. Listen, y'all can't go through and post On if you're a smaller account, we don't have the luxury of sitting here saying, I'm gonna post on Monday and not post again till next year, or I'm going to post every other week. We don't have that luxury. Okay. Yes, I believe in mental breaks and you taking your space and taking your time out. But if you're saying I'm trying to grow and you're at a point where you're frustrated with your business and you're frustrated with trying to grow your business, you need the ability while you're trying to grow business to be consistent, to show up when you say you're going to show up. If you post at 11 a.m. on Monday, let's post at 11 a.m. on Tuesday. Let's keep it consistent because we can train and create our own algorithm because Instagram starts to expect your content to come at that specific time. Okay. Um, Also with consistency, you have to make sure you're consistent with your messaging. If you're telling people that you are an expert in this thing or you're good at this thing, you need to be able with your content. You need to be able to, with your content, be able to go through and say, I'm an expert in this thing. This is how you do this is how you do that. And the greatest thing about that is, and if you pay attention to Beyonce does not worry about giving away too much information. We only know what Beyonce allows us to know. When she has her concerts, she releases parts that she wants people to know. She has an exclusivity factor that makes her even more potent in creating her own algorithm. So you have to create exclusivity while you're creating your own algorithm. Okay? Exclusivity means that you may not be in every single space, every single time with every single person. You may not post 100 times a day. You know what I'm saying? You may not. Or you may start off posting 100 times a day and then wean people off of it. It is solely dependent on you. Beyonce is literally able to go through and she's been able to build a tribe that has built a church in her honor. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. That has built a church in her honor literally because she is exclusive. Don't be out here trying to be like these regular influencers where you got to get published on the Shade Room 6 times a week just to seem validated or important. Yes, show up consistently, but don't feel like you got to pimp yourself for the Shade Room just to be known. Okay? There are things that people do in order to show up. Some people show up and create trends through controversy. Some people create trends through value, and some people create trends just simply by borrowing other people and what they have going on, borrowing somebody else's traffic. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this: people that create drama and things like that in order to be able drama, or they have to uh when you just starting out creating drama, that can be very hard to deal with, especially if you're an empath. People are going to harass you. They're going to say negative things. Are you going to be able to deal with all the negative things they're going to say, dealing with the drama, dealing with the issues, dealing with people cussing you out, dealing with people saying whatever? And I get people that say random stuff to me all the time. And sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it don't. But I will say this: if you are a person that wants something that's going to be consistent and have a longevity to it, you want content that is going to be valuable content. Drama content is very, very trendy, and it's even less trendy than normal trends. I notice a lot of teas, but it's less trendy than normal trends. The reason why Beyonce is a trend is because she has had a consistent career of influence and longevity. I'm sorry, y'all. A consistent career of longevity. Hello, procurement queen. A consistent career of longevity. And people want to know more about her because she doesn't tell everything. She doesn't. She doesn't show everything right then and there. She has tiers to her business. She has tiers to how she gives out information. You have to create tiers in how you give out content, how you speak to people, how you do all of this. I know that me talking to y'all about the Beyonce algorithm is giving you notice that it exists and that you can create your own content, right? Curiosity did kill the cat, but people are paying $1,000 to sit in her seat in her concerts, just to sit in the seat. Some people are standing up listening to Beyonce and paying thousands of dollars. Okay? Curiosity is adding money to her pockets. Okay? It's adding money to her pockets. You gotta give them enough to be valuable, but you give them enough where they are still curious in the end. You can't implement the Beyonce algorithm without me. I'm telling you what to do, but there are still ways that that I know within me that I'm gonna share some of them with you, but all of them, you're not gonna be able to do them exactly that way without me, right? If you're just joining, I gave a tip earlier about using the Beyonce Break My Soul song. Please make sure that your links are optimized to one offer and you have a call to action in your reels sending people to that one offer. If you have a Shopify website or one of the websites that are partnered with Instagram, make sure all of that is linked up so that you can have Instagram shopping. I'm not even gonna lie to you. A lot of people are going through and they do this thing that is really irritating. You're actually causing more pain for yourself than anything. You're putting your links in your caption and nobody's clicking on those. Nobody's clicking on them because they're not clickable. People have an attention span of like 7 seconds. So I'm not going through and deciding, oh, let me go all the way down here. Let me copy this. Let me screenshot it. Let me figure out how I'm going to make this happen. Nah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to figure it out. Hello. I'm not going to figure it out. I'm not going to, ask too many questions. I'm not even going to go through all of that. All right. So after being consistent, make sure you are creative. After you are consistent, make sure you are creative. Make sure you are authentic. When I say be authentic, I mean be completely authentic. I need you to show up as your actual self. I love you and I care about you. And I want you to make sure that you show up in a way where it's like, yo, like a lot of my followers, they come from New York. I don't know why they come from New York. I don't. I have no clue whatsoever. But here we are. Here we are years later, and I'm still authentically myself. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So me being in Atlanta, Georgia, knowing that people in LA, New York, or whatever want to work with me is something I've always wanted. But I'm like, I don't sound like y'all. I'm real Southern. But here go. I'm about to pull this up, y'all. All right. I hope everybody's having a good day. Thank y'all so much for y'all patience. I really, really appreciate y'all. Hello, and welcome. So, I'm going to take you through this method called Slays. My program is called the Content Slays, where we talk about how to slay content. It's one of the programs that I go through, and it's like photo shoots. We learn how to do Canva and stuff like that. So, number one is S. S in Slays is speaking to your audience. All right. If you can't remember anything else, I want you to walk away with the slaves method. Speak to your audience is S. You want to speak to them and speak how they speak. You want to make sure that when you're talking to them, if they're with the Beyonce song that's popular, the first line of your caption needs to have a part in there from that song because you're talking to Beyonce's people. You need to talk to them. You need to show them that you're there. Show them you're a part of the Beehive. Talk to your people. And how do you speak to your audience? You literally have to know them all the way. And when I say know them all the way, I mean know them to the point that there is nobody. If somebody says who your person is, my person is a Black woman that is tech challenged, has two children. She lives in the city of Atlanta in the urban communities. She's an entrepreneur that makes about 95,000 to 120K. She's a decision maker in her family. She's a single mom, and she is a coach. And that's what you have to be, that specific. Then you go even deeper to their mentality where you're like, so in the reason why this person is my ideal customer is because at night they struggle so much with trying to be able to create content, and they're looking for ways to try and be unique, and they want to remove the ability of thinking about it. They just want somebody that's going to go in, give them the sound, give them the creation, they drop their own content in and publish it. That's all they want. So that can work on going towards doctors, that can work on going towards anybody. But I've niched down so much that when you've done that, you can go through and create an ad set off of that pain, off of those issues, and create a messaging that relates to that. Okay? So speak to your audience. You want to leverage other people's idea. When I say leverage other people's ideas, that means don't go through and copy exactly what you see, because then people are going to keep looking for copies. And the second you try and come out with your own unique content, it's going to flop. And you're going to be like, why nobody like this? Because we don't know who you are. We don't know who you are. When you leverage somebody else's ideas, you're looking at their ideas and you have to put your own spin and your own ideas on it. Okay? So leverage. You can also leverage other people's ideas by going live with somebody else, by doing a remix of a reel, by tagging somebody's tweet, reposting other content. It's so many different ways to leverage somebody else's ideas. So many different ways. Okay. Next, again, you want to show action. Action is going live, reels, collaborations, um, commenting on other people's pages. A lot of y'all get on Instagram and don't comment on anybody else's pages. Why? You want to grow, but you don't want to comment on anybody else's stuff. You don't want to get off your rock and go and enjoy yourself at the beach. You gotta go and enjoy other content and have action and engagement on other profiles. You can post all day, but unless you engage, you're going to keep the low follower count. You're going to keep getting people who don't really want to buy from you, that aren't responding, that aren't talking to you, and you're going to end up looking crazy. You're going to, 3 months later, you're like, oh man, I don't want to do this, or I'm tired, or I'm frustrated. You have to go and engage on other people's profiles. You have to. Okay. And the tip I gave you earlier is that if you see a large account out there, if you see a super large account out there, go and answer questions on their pages. Okay. Go and answer questions on their pages. If you see somebody that's down there, go down there at the bottom. Hello, hello. Go down there at the bottom and comment on those pages, or comment on those questions, because they can't get everybody. Okay. Why is your special sauce? So we've been through SLA and we're now at Y. We're on the slaves method. Your special sauce. Your special sauce is your framework. People get paid more when they have a framework. Beyonce's algorithm is an entire framework on how she gets paid and how she does what she does. Your special sauce is your framework on how you get people from being in pain, how you get people from their situation to a better situation. The nails, lashes, and lagan. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna pull you up. Nails, lashes. Okay, here we go. So you're a mobile spa queen. Being the mobile spa queen, how do you get people from how do you transform people? How do you make people feel better? How can me working with you decrease what I'm feeling before I meet you? Wow, you have a uh transformation Thursday video on here. Tell me how this person felt. What pain were they in that caused them to have so many issues that you knew exactly what they were going through and you have an exact framework that makes it work. This is going to open you up to partnerships, brand deals, people that want you for speaking engagements because you have an exact formula that's not just focused on me making it look pretty, but I'm focused on the health, the growth, the nurturing, the what I'm saying, the things that you actually need that can get you out of situations from being back in that same issue. Okay. Then you want to have a strategy. When you have a strategy that goes along with your framework, you're able to consistently show up every single time over and over and over again. Strategy wins over any algorithm. Strategy wins over any algorithm or anything that's going on. It wins over and over again, no matter what time that you show up, no matter what time that you no matter what time or anything that happens. So, and yes, there are optimal times to post where you'll get the most reach, where you'll get the most reach, but with strategy, your strategy is going to include what times to post. Your strategy is going to include things like automation that's going to make it easier for you. So you don't always have to be present and by your phone or by your device when it's time to post. You can now schedule videos on TikTok by going on the desktop. So if you create your videos on for TikTok, you can actually go on there and you can go through and schedule your videos and stuff like that as well. So it works both ways. All right. So I am Keisha asked me to do her next. She's a fashion and beauty queen, creator of Haitian Women's EMP. I want to say empowerment. I want to say empowerment. Brunch. Let's see what we got. Yes. Okay. Haitian Women's Empowerment Brunch. Perfect. Content creator, author of the. Okay. So I know you're a founder, but I don't know the transformation that you provide. It's a lot going on up here from the top to the bottom, from you being a founder, a creator, a content creator, or author, and you do makeup. That's a lot. Um, you just created that page, sis. You doing real good, real good. When I say real good, I mean real good. You have 2,845 followers. Okay. Um, what is the goal of this page? 2,845 times 3%. Okay, so I don't know specifically the goal of this page. This may be a public identity page or something that's intended to grow. I want to help. I want to help women. I want to do more talking. You want more speaking engagements. Okay, so Of your 2,845 people, 3% of that audience is ready to work with you. 3% of your audience is ready to work with you. They're ready to hear you speak. They're ready to hear you create something. They're ready to pay you. Queens No is my brand. Okay, yeah, I see the same flyer. So they're ready to pay you. Now, when I go to Queens No, I see a bunch of random stuff, a bunch of flyers that I'm not sure about what you actually do. I see you have a lot of events that happen, but I don't know who you serve. When you say that you're uplifting and unifying women, what kind of woman? Being a Haitian woman, I believe you're Haitian because it seems like you have a lot of Haitian events. But being a Haitian woman, why don't I see more Haitian women on here? I understand you want to be diverse, but you have to centralize on a specific thing first in order to be able to grow. So I see this picture over here that literally has like a red-haired Caucasian woman, blonde-haired Caucasian woman, one black woman in the middle, and then another blonde-haired woman. That you're Haitian. The women that you're trying to talk to, what do they look like? What do they talk like? What are their ages? What are they going through? What do they feel? If you're doing apparel, I don't see any apparel on here. This page is literally a collection of flyers. It's a collection of you advertising for other people and what they do. If there is things you want to focus on, I would start by writing out pillars. If you go to my website, thebrandingarchitect.co, I'm taking it down tonight. When I say I'm taking it down tonight, I'm revamping my whole website and publishing a whole new front page. But because y'all are here, there is a Google Drive document that you can download from the front page of my website, thebrandingarchitect.co. It's coming down at midnight. Thebrandingarchitect.co. It's a free document. You can literally go make a copy of it and use it for yourself to plan out your pillars for your content. I was going to take it down a while ago. It's been sitting up there. I ain't did nothing with it. Go to thebrandingarchitect.co, get that document, and plan out your pillars. Plan out your pillars about what you're going to talk about. When you plan out your pillars about what you're going to talk about, you're going to break it down to the point of, and I'm going to show you an example of what I mean. So I did a plan for a brand called Hyphy Hippie. They're a CBD brand. I did their photo shoot. I did everything for their brand, right? I'm getting it to pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Thebrandingarchitect.co. Make sure. It's up. It says make more money online with a content plan. Let me show you what it look like. And just click explore more and it'll take you. Oh, I guess it changed. You know what? Just DM me and I'll send it directly to you. If y'all DM me because y'all are here, I'll make sure I send that directly to y'all. Cause I didn't change it. I had it for free on there. So y'all can send me a DM and I'll send y'all the link directly over and go from there. So hello and welcome. So what I want to show you is what you're going to get in your when you send this to me. It's going to be blank. But these are the pillars. Right here are the pillars that we break down. The pillars are her CBD health, who's going to do that and take care of that, who's going to handle the we're talking about the gummies, the potency, the usage, the difference from other products and companies. Okay? You're going to go through the different products. Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that, y'all. The CBD cream, the results, the lotion, skincare ritual, all of these things. Then we break it down to working with family. What is it like working with family? Okay. Then she goes over here and she breaks it down into the implementation, route down all the ideas on how you plan to communicate. When you write down all the ideas on how you plan to communicate, she's went through and she's talked about her family and everything, how she's delegating. Then the other pillar that they're talking about is how to build a CBD business. Then they're going to break that down, and these are things that they'll do as they grow along. Now, in this free document that I'm giving y'all, as long as y'all stay and y'all message me, it's going to tell you, you're going to say, when am I going to post? How many posts per day? How many stories? How many reels? You're going to go down, you're going to say your platforms and your handles. This is going to be great for when you have a tool that you want to program all of this into, because I know for me, it's hard for me to remember that. Hey, C Love Creations. So right here, you want to go down. This is where you post with a call to action, your reels, you plan everything out, your week 2. Then you have a link right here where it's going to talk about where you can use hashtag expert to find your hashtags. And then I give you a video on where I talk about how to create a caption. And then I also am going to give y'all the free PDF where it talks about 50 call to actions. So you have 50 calls to actions in this one free document that you will be able to use, and you will not have any more problems as long as you send me a DM. Okay? As long as you send me a DM, I got you. All right? As long as you send me a DM. Content creation calendar. Yeah, I'm going through making the copies right now. Hold on. Select. I'm sorry. I'm quiet because I'm just trying to make sure I do this exactly right. So yes, trying to get this thing to work. So going through all of this, how do y'all feel? I know it's a lot. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 because I've been on here a long time. I know the Beyonce algorithm, being your own unique algorithm, is a lot. And then I went into the Slaves method. I know it may be a lot to go through. But you're able to do this. You're literally able to do this. Like, don't ever make it seem like it's too hard. I really want y'all to know that you are able to do this. So going back through this, I want y'all to understand that the slaves method is speaking to your audience. Hey, Sierra Shanae. Speaking to your audience, leveraging other people's ideas and audiences. A, which is taking action. You take action by going live, doing reels, and going through collaboration. Why is going to be your special sauce. You're going to have to create a framework. You're going to have to say, this is how I do this. These are the steps that I do this. And you have to come up with like a cute way to put it together. You have to come up with a cute way to put it together. Okay. There's no way around that. That's the reason why I have the slaves method. The slaves method. The slaves method literally is a cute way of me telling y'all my formula on how you get from point A to point B and you are transformed. You're able to, like Sierra Shanae is a person that helps you get, hey, Ava the Cake Lady, Sierra Shanae is a person that is able to help you get speaking gigs. So when you're able to get these speaking gigs and you're able to go out there and talk, you can walk people through this framework. I have been through so many coaching things. And the more I go through these coaching things, guess what? The more I go through these coaching things, everybody has their own framework on how they do things. Ava the Cake Lady, she makes cakes. If she ever wants to go out and teach people how to make cakes at her quality and her caliber, what will have to happen is and how she'll be able to maximize is having her own framework. Not just me mixing flour and eggs together, but is there a specific framework that you have created or will create that will make the person that's learning how to make cakes life easier? Okay? It will make their life easier. Exactly. Your frame, people will pay you more for a framework. People pay escorts more because they put a brand on it. They pay prostitutes $40. They pay prostitutes $40. Let's stop prostituting our gifts, y'all. Let's do higher echelon things, okay? Okay. So your special sauce, that's your framework, how you plan to do things. Then S is your strategy. Anybody that is on here, you DM me and you will get a copy of the content creation calendar I've created for free. Okay? You will get a copy of this content creation calendar for free, no strings attached, just for you being here from my computer and my heart to yours because I want to see you win. Okay? So I want y'all to be able to slay. I want y'all to be able to go out there and do the thing. Okay? You create your own algorithm. You create your own way of making it happen. Do not go out here and start struggling and getting sick and getting irritated because you don't have what somebody else has, or you don't have the ability to show up how somebody else is showing up. I don't care. You need to be able to show up uniquely and authentically yourself and being able to go through these steps so that you can get to where wealth, you understand your wealth, and wealth is your birthright. Okay. Part 2 is probably going to go into the actual creation of these things because I've been on here for I think an hour. I was literally going to go in and like teach Canva and Crello and how to design and all this other stuff. But I'm tired and I'm thirsty. So we're going to let it go. I want to thank y'all so much for coming on. I want y'all to go out here and slay. Lastly, as I am ending, again, if you haven't DM'd me, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Make sure you DM me. I'm going to end in a word of prayer because I want y'all to go out here and win. I want y'all to know that I love y'all and care about y'all with the love of God, okay? Hello, hello, hello. Yes, Canva is the stuff. I have some tutorials already on Instagram that I have done showing you things in Canva. I'm going to go through and show some things in Vista Create. Photoshop is actually going to allow a version that's free online. So I will be doing that as well. Okay. All right. Lord God, I love you so much right now. And I want to thank you for each and every person that has come into this live, Lord God. And any and every person that did not have the opportunity but wanted to be here. Lord God, I'm asking right now that you give them the resources, the patience, and the will to go out here and be the unique person that you have created them to be, to fulfill your purpose in their businesses, in their lives, and to be comfortable in where you have given them place, space, and time. Lord God, we love you so much and we thank you just for allowing us this freedom and this liberty to go out and be talented and skillful in our environments. Lord God, every single negative energy that surrounds us, every single negative person that tries to throw salt on our game and tries to take the hot sauce out of our bag, Lord Jesus, I'm telling you, Lord God, that I'm asking that you remove them and you give us the faith and the courage to push on in any and everything that you would have us to do to excel. Wealth is our birthright. Wealth is where we desire to have. Wealth is where we are going to be because you, God, said you are our Father and you have many mansions and we will have them on earth as we have them in heaven. Lord God, we love you so much and we thank you. And in Jesus' name we do pray. Amen. All right, y'all. All right, all right, all right. Make sure you send those DMs. I told y'all if you've been here for a while, you already know what I told you to send me about. If you just arriving, I ain't gonna repeat it. I love y'all. I care about y'all. Thank y'all for coming to the Beyonce algorithm part 1. We will do this again, and I love y'all. Oh, Jesus. Melon, where are you?